Viewer discretion is advised. Hang on to your seats. This summer, everything is about to change. The truth is uncovered. Only one will rule them all.
For centuries, he's been called the greatest villain of all time.
Now is the winter of our discontent.
Richard III. His hatred is disguised as love.
I will send you to my brother Richard.
Your brother Richard hates
Job on his head.
For over 500 years, this was the resting place of King Richard III.
In short, the DNA evidence points to these being the remains of Richard III.
Finally, the world gets to see the face of the man who's now known as the King in the Car Park. The reconstruction of Richard III's features was only made possible after archaeologists confirmed it was his skeleton buried beneath a car park in Leicester.
One shoulder is higher than the other, as suggested by the spinal deformity.
It's very odd to suddenly come face to face with somebody and think, hang on, there's something strangely familiar. Not because you resemble them, but there's just something strangely familiar.
Which is certainly the likeness. There's no doubt about that. That is quite like what Richard looked like. Old type was slanted as soon as the Tudors started applying propaganda.
So they tampered with it?
Oh, yes. At this time, a disfigurement of this kind would have been assumed to have been due to the vengeance of God. Much easier to exaggerate than it is to invent.
Doesn't look like the face of a tyrant, I'm sorry, but it doesn't. And there's no Tudor mythology all over him.
No, he's a bonny lad.
Yeah, he is. He is. He's very handsome. It's like you could just talk to him, have a conversation with him right now.
History is a matter of interpretation. Was his hunchback a dramatic device used by Shakespeare? And why do so many actors want to play him? Is it a historical narrative turned to myth? How has Richard's image changed over the past 500 years? And how have the murders of his nephews impacted his image?